not now. Makodi them. Makodi. Benue State. Na middle belt. Down, na middle belt B. Na middle belt. But if you don't get to that, not to go. And not
Go see the good man. Benue. All those for the job.
All this one, the good bunny.
Good morning, esteemed viewers. Welcome to the program. This morning, I'm President Chuku, and this is bystanders at the newsstands. Once again, welcome and happy weekend. Today is the 30th of July, 2022. We are moving gradually to the end of July, and may God help us see the end of this year and also the end of this month, despite the insecurity in the country. Once again, I would say a big welcome. We are right here in Ogba together. We're talking on the topical issues that we have this morning. Yes, you have an opportunity to be part of the program. Click on the link that we post on the live chat so that you can contribute to what we're doing this morning. Ramsey Nero, good morning. Yes, good morning, Ramsey Nero. We have with us the Saturday Sun, and also we have the Saturday Vanguard, the Saturday Sun, and the Saturday Vanguard. Let me start with the Saturday Vanguard this morning. You lied against me, Wicked tells Atiku. You lied against me, Wicked tells Atiku. Wicked spills some of the beans. He has been quiet for a long time. Now he has decided to speak up. He said most of the interviews that Atiku carried about him were lies. El-Rufai message to President. El-Rufai's message to President. It was said that El-Rufai disclosed that to the President that there's a report of bandits wanting to kidnap the President. Main headline: Pandemonium as terrorists closing on Abuja. Pandemonium as terrorists closing on Abuja. Why attacks have accelerated? Military source is saying why the attacks have accelerated. One soldier killed as military repels Zuma rock attack, kills attackers. One soldier killed as military repels Zuma rock attack, kill attackers. No time for blame game. Sultan of Sokoto. No time for blame game. Insecurity, impeaching Buhari long overdue. Reps Bardi is saying that impeaching Buhari is long overdue. APC chiefs disagree. Recall Obasanjo's escape. APC chiefs disagree. Recall Obasanjo's escape on Delta. Court upholds Obore Wori as PDP governor candidate. Court upholds Obore Wori as PDP governorship candidate. I was naked when 30 gunmen invaded our area. 12 of them bulldozing into my house, Abuja women. I was naked when 30 gunmen invaded our area. 12 of them bulldozing into my house. Two Nollywood actors abducted while filming in Enugu. Two Nollywood actors abducted while filming in Enugu. That's a big one. Lagos hospital performs successful open heart surgery on 13-day-old baby. Lagos hospital performs successful open heart surgery on a 13-year-old baby. Let's move over to the Saturday Sun. Above the mast, beside the masthead, we have Tinubu Shetima ticket, pure anti-Christian agenda. This is from Northern Christian Elders. Tinubu Shetima ticket, pure anti-Christian agenda. Northern Christian Elders. To say there's no Northern Christian with competence to be VP, greatest of insults. To say that there's no Northern Christian with competence to be vice president, the greatest of insults. The conversation continues. Thugs invade Lagos Catholic Church, snatch PVC registration machines. Thugs invade the Lagos Catholic Church, snatch PVC registration machines. Fear, fear everywhere. That is the Sun this morning. Fear, fear everywhere. Insecurity may soon consume Nigeria. That's credited to the Sultan of Sokoto. 20 drowned trying to escape from bandits in Sokoto State. 20 drowned trying to escape from bandits. We are mortally afraid, says Abuja residents. We are mortally afraid, says Abuja residents. Police working around the clock to ensure security. Police working around the clock. Security. Finally, Wike opens up on Atiku Ayu. Finally, Wike opens up on Atiku Ayu. Says ex-VP lied against him with his attack. Dogs are raining insult. 23 PDP crisis threatens Atiku's chances. We'll resolve all issues before 2023. We'll resolve all issues before 2023. Okowa. On terrorist attack, Southeast on red alert. IPOB, ESM vow to protect Igbo land. Southeast on red alert. IPOB, ESN vow to protect Igbo land. God will punish those linking Fulani with terrorism. Bodejo Mieti Allah leader says the federal government military have capacity to fight terrorists and bandits. Federal government military have capacity to fight terrorists, bandits. Nigeria broke may not fund 2023 capital projects. That is Ingige. Nigeria broke may not fund 2023 capital projects come 2023. Morning.
No problem.
Morning.
Morning. Christian. Morning.
How are you? How's the day?
Fine.
Yeah. How's the weekend? What's happening?
The weekend was fine, but according because Nigeria, nowhere is fine in Nigeria anymore. And it's only you and I, with the mercy of God, that we are fine. With the presidency, they are running a task better. They are running for their life because the situation on ground is like insecurity. You have to chop all of us because they fail away what they swear and oath to protect life and property. They failed yesterday. Now their mistake has overruled them. So now it's only you and I, with the mercy of God. See now they don't change some general, change some GOC. Without solve the situation, it is too late to cry when the hell is gone.
Okay, let's look at insecurity may soon consume Nigeria. That's from the Sultan of Sokoto. Insecurity may soon consume Nigeria.
See, those are prophetic language that is coming to pass. say we should consume Nigeria. But you and I, because of we worship Jesus Christ of Nazareth, the King of the Jews, the I am that I am. We never allow the evil doers to consume me and you, because we are different from them. But their plan is already exposed. They are looking for a situation whereby Nigeria will now be pleading and begging them, and we will never beg them because we are above them. We are above them.
There's fear everywhere now.
Yes, fear. That's what I'm telling you. We are above them because of who we serve, who we know. We don't serve the government of Nigeria. We serve God. Because if you follow the government of Nigeria, you will be consumed by the fear of the insecurity. Because we take the battle to the realm of the spirit. We take the battle to God. God is going to fight the battle for you and I. Because now, it's like the Hausa Fulani, they have captured all Nigeria around and they are creating fears. Killing, money, kidnapping, do all sorts of atrocity.
Now the ordinary man is not looking at whether he's eating or not. Now he's afraid of his life.
He's afraid of his life. But I want to tell you because we have him. He said, greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world. That's what I believe. That's what my cow believes. Because the situation now, according to you and I, the physical scene is that we are already defeated. But the spiritual house, they are defeated. And they must be defeated.
Who are those that are defeated?
Those are the government now. Those are the planters of the people who are the see ammunition gone everywhere. In our own country. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, this situation never happened here. But now it's rampant because of what? The systematic government. They arrange it. That's army arrangement.
Okay, there is a shake-up in the security commission. Do you see any improvement in?
Let us see. Let us see the situation, because I believe, because the sincerity of the military will push this war away. The sincerity of the military among their camp, because they must be sincere. So there must be bad egg and good egg. Let the good egg live and see what they will do for you and I. Because the bad egg are the bad one that is organizing this situation. Because with that insider, outsider can never penetrate. Say rat when the person has, then they go tell the one of the house and say, there's road there, let us enter here. Without that explanation to outside, it can never get entrance to inside. So we have to flush the bad one out. There are still some few good ones among them. According to the deployment now, let us see what will happen just for some months, because they are all going. They are all going now. We can't be hearing schools every day now.
Okay, Nigeria is broke, may not fund the 2023 capital projects. That's from Indigay. Nigeria broke, may not fund 2023 capital projects.
All those are the same language you have been hearing. They are all going 2023. New face will come. A new face that will come, Nigeria will never be broke. They are borrowing. So everything is broke. That language is a zero. It's a pitch hell liar. Indigay. Who is Indigay? Because somebody know him yesterday. He now belong to their group. He now be saying the language with their group. That criminal language. Luther stock. So Nigeria is broke upon the billion trillions borrow in China, California, all of them. So we are still broke. There's no truth there. We are not broke. They are broke because they are criminals.
They are broke.
They are broke. They are criminals. They are still looking for where to eat more, to borrow more. And enough is enough. Okay, I say 2023 Nigeria is broke. We can't do anything. Is that one is not a language for a minister?
Okay, thugs invade Lagos Catholic Church and snatch a PVC registration machine. People were going to collect their PVC, so thugs invaded the Catholic Church and they snatched the machine.
Is that Catholic Church?
Yes. They took the machine away.
Thugs
in Lagos.
You see, that is the mastermind of this coalition. They are desperado. They are afraid because they know their days are numbered. Even though they kidnap all the old ballot bus, we are still going to chase them out. They are not coming in. The one that believe that they are coming in, they are not coming in. The one that believe that they will stay, they are not going to stay. Because they believe that Nigeria will be for their property forevermore. Now is the end of them. Now is the end. Okay.
Okay. Let's look at. Let's support our. They say Tinubu Shetima ticket, pure anti-Christian agenda. According to Northern Christian elders, say there's no Northern. To say that there's no Northern Christian with competence is the greatest of insults.
It's the greatest of insults. That is See, when the days, you say when their days is, oh, you know, the time is come for Tinubu and Co. to pack their package and forget about anything called Nigeria government situation. Let Tinubu go home. He now stabbed himself in the park upon the whole atrocity that he bring to Nigeria. He's the masterminder of APC government. Now, after the situation, the mess Nigeria, you now come again. Use your money. Now we're not talking about money again, we're talking integrity. Now you now use your money to buy yourself to the primary, to the flag beret of APC. Now you now fuck up the last fuck up, you now bring a Muslim ticket. Now you now erase all Christianity out of Nigeria. Don't you see where you fall? You dig a pit and you fall inside the pit. That's what I'm telling you. Because we are not going to fight them in physical. We are going to fight them in spiritual. And God will fight them for us. And He's fighting them gradually. You see where they lost? Nigeria Christianity can never open their eye and go and sit for APC. That one is rank serious. You know rank serious? End of the road. End of the road for APC. End of the road for APC. You not dig hole and you not fall inside the hole. And you not cover yourself and now say bye to your graveyard. You are a Christian, me I'm a Christian. We have millions of trillions of Christians that integrity are compatible. Now you say you don't know anybody Christian that can even be your running mate. Now you fail the test. You fail the motherfucking test. The present governor, the present government will know they fail. But Buhari, he usually bring Osinbajo Christian. Now you say you are Jagaba, it's your turn. This is not the parlor. This is not the compound. This is not the family house. So whatever you like, go and do it the body law, not the Nigeria generality. You have failed woefully.
Yeah, okay. Finally, what do you advise Nigerians to do at this point in time?
Nigeria now have wives. Nigeria have wake up. Why like Nigeria? I'm from Nigeria. Nigeria can never suffer Nigeria twice. You can't bring another story that Nigeria will follow. No more story anymore. Nigeria have hungry enough. They are suffering enough. They are cleaning enough. They are destroying Nigeria life. Because what do you want to come and say that will believe you? You can be a tata now, a 4-year-old boy. You know that suffering is out of hand in Nigeria. But suffering and smiling. So if you want to come and tell us that you will bring rice to 1 naira, or petrol to 4 naira, the language you said yesterday, that's most going to 8 years now, is increasing 0 upon 0. Suffering upon suffering, killing upon killing. Now, the time has come for you to go finally. We don't need your story anymore. I will advance Nigeria, and I know Nigeria is around. Everybody now, PVC, you vote for your choice. And your choice, you know, is that language that you know. Let us see that face. Not the face that we have been seeing. We have been seeing so many faces since 32 till now. They want to drag that office by force. That office is not their home. We are Nigeria. We are Nigeria. They are not Nigeria. They are not Nigeria. They are Nigeria. They will completely same language. To some this is what is happening. Did you see any of them as a presidential candidate come and say, okay, see what I will do, see what I will do? Zero. Only Peter Obi that is talking about what he will do. End of discussion to them.
Okay, thank you very much, Oluwawan, for your analysis.
You're welcome.
Let's the live chat, the link to get on the live chat is on. You can click on that link so that you can be part of the program this morning. Let's look at some reports on the Osun State governor-elect was seen at a mosque praying at the Jumat service yesterday. Osun State governor-elect seen at the church praying at Juma services. Now, Deliver Nigeria Peter Obi prays at Dunamis Church. Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi on Friday night prayed for Nigeria on his visit to Dunamis International Gospel Center in Abuja, holding a Nigerian flag. While on his knees, he prayed for Nigeria, saying, God, we have no other country except this one. Deliver us, God, heal us, God, liberate us. We have no nation except this one. God, deliver us. Obi was on the platform with Governor Emmanuel Udom of Akwa Ibom State and the First Lady of Delta State, Edith Okowa, and the pastor who also prayed for Nigeria. Do you have anyone on live chat? Okay, good morning, Mr. David. Yes, I know that this weekend is going to be short for us.
I hope and I pray so. I hope and I pray to God Almighty it will be a very wonderful weekend.
Okay, finally, we can open up on article saying that the ex-vice president lied against him to attract dogs when he goes out. The one thing I like is that he said he's not going to leave the PDP.
I watched the interview. He did not state what will happen between him and Atiku. All what he said was that sooner or later Nigerians will know what transpired between him and Atiku. And then he said Atiku has not sent anybody to speak to him or to beg or to appeal to him. So Wicked did not really state what transpired between him and Atiku or him and the party. So he's just putting Nigerians in suspense. He should come out. This is what Atiku did. This is what PDP did, so that people can judge them from the side of the story. We've listened to Atiku's side of the story, and now we can not come out publicly to tell Nigerians why he's not backing Atiku. So he did not even state any to me, he did not state why he said that Atiku did not send some delegates to appeal to him. That was what he said.
Okay, I hope the crisis in PDP will not threaten Atiku's chances from 2023.
Mr. President, I don't think the crisis is just an internal issue, and which will be resolved. Now, how this part of the world, the candidacy of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, you all know, he has political will and he has a structure. So Atiku is not a pushover in the Nigerian politics. He has built a name for himself all over the years. So now, let Nigerians who decide who the next president of the country will be. So I don't think party rancor or party issues will be the major factor that will determine who becomes the next president now. So let that aside. When there are party rancors, that one will be resolved within the party. So now, general election is quite different from internal party issues.
Okay, if it's not party rancor, what will now determine the president?
He said what?
What will now determine the presidency in 2023 if not party crisis?
The electorate will determine now. It's Wike that will tell me who to vote for. Wike and Atiku are the issues. So now Wike cannot impose on Nigerians to tell them not to vote against Atiku. So I don't think that's possible. Wike and Atiku. If Wike had not had issues with Atiku, even if they are in good relationship, Wike cannot still impose on the Nigerians to vote for Atiku. So every Nigerians will choose their preferred candidate or who to vote for.
As a stakeholder, he might work against the party.
As a stakeholder, he said what?
He might work against the party.
If he works against the party, fine, kudos to him. So one thing I want to know that his party will not be at the helm of affairs anymore. So if you work against the party, he is also working against himself. Just like Adébósọ́lá did, United States. Yes, except he would defect or decamp to the winning party. Yes, because if he's working against the party, he's working against himself, and he has said he will not leave the party. So indirectly, he's working against himself too.
Okay, let's look at Nigeria broke may not fund 2023 capital projects. That's from English.
Nigeria what?
Broke may not fund 2023 capital projects.
Nigeria is broke. It baffles me. When Nigeria is broke, where is the money that has been generated? Now they said now we'll pay more for tax, we'll pay more for calls, we'll pay more for the value added tax. Where is this money going to? All the billions that is being borrowed, where is the money going to? The money that has been excess food oil oil that has been sold, where is the money going to? Now when it comes to what giving the people dividends of democracy, giving them infrastructure now, Nigeria is broke. When it comes to giving us dividends of democracy, building infrastructures,
because he's ready to give you
elevating people from poverty, Nigeria is broke. But now when it comes to siphoning the money, Nigeria is not broke. But now when it comes to loaning, when it comes to borrowing money from China so that they can embezzle, Nigeria is not broke. You see the kind of country we tend to find ourselves. It's a very sad one. Now,
some people are spending money to bribe delegates in billions.
So now, some persons, just like I said, some persons are bribing delegates, billions. The last election that happened in Osun, 12 billion was moved from Lagos to Osun State. Where did they get the money from? And Nigeria is not broke. So that should not be a justice for you to deliver on your promise. You promise infrastructures, you promise good roads, you promise social amenities. Then why don't you deliver on it? Stop telling us Nigeria is broke. Now, the amount of money that has been borrowed from China to fix railway. Now, why did you tell us that Nigeria was broke when you went ahead and started borrowing money? Now it comes to critical infrastructure. You are telling Nigerians that the Nigerians broke. About that, you see, most times I'm not even happy coming to this news every day, because every day what I get is just bad news.
Talk evade Lagos Catholic Church snatch PVC registration machines. What are you thinking?
I think that's another technique again. Why in Lagos? That's another technique of how to manipulate the system, on how to bring chaos into the system. But one thing I know is that whosoever asked them to like steal this PVC machine, the person should know that now it will not be useful to him in the sense that election is being transmitted from the polling units to the server. So this one is just, to me, is what is irrelevant.
People were there to collect their PVC. So
at
that point,
it's irrelevant. Some persons ask this price. Yes, probably because their God in Lagos has seen how the election is turning out to be. Probably by research, the odds are just against him. So probably that's why he sent some talks to go do that, because no right thinking Nigerians go out and want to steal the PVC machine.
Okay, insecurity may soon consume Nigeria. That is from the Sultan of Sokoto.
When they say may soon consume Nigeria, I don't think that is the right word. Insecurity has consumed Nigeria and will continue to consume Nigeria, in the sense that when the government of the day do not find a lasting solution to it, when the government of the day is not ready to tackle insecurity, it would. And now this insecurity is really affecting them in the north, and now it's now spreading to the southern part of the country again. And the president has told us clearly, he said he wants to go, that is tired. He's tired of the office because he has exhausted all the strategies. On Thursdays, he met with the security chiefs, and yesterday, after meeting with them in Borno State, 70 persons killed themselves. 70 persons killed themselves. So, of what use? So, see, I don't think Buhari has lost all the strategies. Buhari has lost all the ideas. So, I don't think nothing new can come up. We just hope that God in heaven should come on. Just intervene. I want to tell you that at this point, nothing will change in Nigeria. Nothing will change, and nothing is what is ready to change because of the bad leaders we have. Yes, nothing will change, and nothing is ready to change. Just go bad leaders we have. Because how do you best explain this? Now, a government in power is telling Nigerians that what Nigeria is broke for you to build infrastructures. If you are in government and you cannot build infrastructure, you cannot woo investors, you cannot secure your people, then why is the essence of governance? Why is the essence of government? Thomas Hobbes said life was nasty, short, brutish. Let there be a government that would regulate things. Now Nigeria now is like now we don't have a government. Because what is the function of government? Just to regulate things. Now, this for them to regulate now is now what impossible. Was not on Wednesday. There was a drama in the Senate whereby some person said the president should be impeached. Some person blocked the move. Nigeria has now become a caricature state. The Western world are now making jest of us. To me, I think it's just too bad. Nothing. I don't see future in this country anymore.
Okay.
A country that is about that our power energy sector power watt is still between 2,000 to 3,000 megawatts. That one country.
Okay, Nigeria must not go down. NHA Peter Obi, Governor Udom declare at Dunamis International Christian Center.
Nigeria is going down.
They prayed for Nigeria.
Prayer. Every day it keeps going down. Now you can now like in Nigeria to a failed state. You can attribute Nigeria to a failed state. All the qualities, all the attributes that make Nigeria a failed state: insecurity, unemployment, kidnapping, poverty. So tell me, what is it? Already Nigeria is a failed state, and then Nigeria keeps going down. Now, which way forward? Who can revive this country? Look at some days, 7, 10 to $1. And we keep on depending. We keep on depending on what? On Nigeria only things on what?
What does Nigeria need if not only prayer?
Nigeria don't need prayer now. This only. If you speak about prayer, Nigeria has been praying since when Nigeria got our independence. We've been praying. Nothing has changed. What I would say is that what we need is now we need to take over governance from this demonic people, from this professor. What happened in this state, Sri Lanka? That the people of the state, that the people power belongs to us. Let us change people away. Even if as long as you've had any public post before, leave this place. You should not be entitled. You should not be entitled to any public office again. As long as you've held it once, even if it's be it councillor, House of Rep, Senator, Governor, as long as you've held public office once, let there be a law that will regulate it. That once you've held it once, go back to your house. We don't want to. And now let us write a new constitution, a fresh constitution. Let us discard this 1999 constitution because this one is fraudulent. Discard them, and now there's nothing like let there be a room for what independent candidates in the fresh constitution, so that you can stop giving money to these political parties, so that you not be there before you can contest. You must have 50 million in your account. Okay. They should give room to what independent candidates, so that democracy can be for all.
Okay, thank you very much.
And then again, we should take over. See, the people should take over governance. All this issue of giving up money, vote buying. My brother, if he's not killed, issue of vote buying, and then giving bribery, my brother, nothing will change in Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much. I have Mr. Matthew. Mr. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Chris.
Yes, let's look at some of the issues this morning. Now, Tinubu Shetima ticket, pure anti-Christian agenda, Northern Christian elder say that there's no Northern Christian with confidence to be the vice president is greatest of insults. I want you to contribute. Okay, we have one person that sorry, let's no, stay like this.
Hello, Christian.
Who is online? You have 2 minutes to respond to what we're saying here. I have two Niger. Good morning. I can hear you.
Good
You're
morning.
welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you. I think that the problem we have in the country doesn't have too much to do directly with corruption, because there's corruption everywhere. I live in the UK here. For 12 years now, the public salary sector workers, they have not increased their salaries, and the elites get away with all kinds of stuff here. The key matrix that is the difference between most countries that are succeeding and the ones that are not succeeding is their strength militarily. If you are not strong in this world, people will steal your lunch. This is how it works. And we have to start waking up to that. All this stuff where we keep talking about, oh, Nigeria is going to die tomorrow. You are reading your own obituary. If Nigeria fails, black people fail. I don't know how you people don't understand this. This thing that is going on in the world, we need to fix our country. We have 200 million people in our country. We don't even have a strong military to defend the country, so that we can have strong institutions like legal systems like other countries do. Brazil is equivalent to Nigeria in terms of size of population. Brazil has 4 million soldiers. Where is Nigeria in this? Nigeria has about 100 and something thousand active at the same time. How are we supposed to keep our country safe? How are we supposed to keep our lawyers safe? How are we supposed to keep our children, our society safe from infiltration and people not coming to steal our lunch? This is why we are poor. It has nothing to do with corruption, because other countries, they are just as corrupt. They have even more monies to steal. Do you know how much money that disappears from Pentagon every year? 10 times more than that of Nigeria's entire budget. We have to understand these things. There are greater things that are responsible for why our country is the way it is. The question you should be asking yourself is, why are our government not doing these things? Are they just caretaker governments for our colonialists, the ones that came and colonized us before? Why are they not making our countries sovereign? We have 200 million people. We are using less than 0.5% to defend the country. Even ShopRite security guard will not accept those terms. And we expect our military to perform miracle. No country does that. Anybody that says I'm not making sense, they should go and check the data.
To Niger for your analysis. Thank you for calling, and also thank you for contributing to the program. Mr. Matthew, I want you to respond to what Tunaja said.
Thank you for having me. Tunaja is known to maintain that position. This is not the first time I'll be listening to him or having conversation with him. He always maintained that position. But let me say that in as much as the military strength in terms of number is an advantage, there are some other areas of you need to develop in order to overcome the challenges we face. You cannot overemphasize the need for technology in driving the process of overcoming insurgency. Because no matter how you look at it, if you have the number and you don't have the intelligence through technology, that number may not solve the problem. The House Committee chairman on the military, Ndume, made a shocking revelation the other time that only medical cemetery, you have about 800 and something Nigerian soldiers buried there. And these are people who have been killed by Boko Haram, by insurgents over the years. So if insurgents can kill as much as 800 and something Nigerian soldiers, you have that number buried in only medical cemetery. You should know what we are talking about. That is not just about number, it's about strategy, it's about the technology to drive the process and all that. I'm not saying it's not good to have the number. It's good to have the number. But beyond the number, how are you able to strategize to overcome your enemy? We said it the other time that Soleimani, that military diplomat, from Iran that was killed in Iraq. It was done through technology under Donald Trump. They followed it from an airport to an extent where where it was. If they take him out, it will register minimal damage. They killed him. So what I'm trying to say in essence is, I overheard two Nigerians citing that corruption is not the major issue. That even the UK where it is, that the airlines are still lording it over the ordinary man. But let me say this, that in Nigeria, I don't think the level of corruption we have in Nigeria is as much as what you have in the UK. Because in Nigeria, recently, the former Accountant General of the Federation is accused of embezzling about 109-point-something billion naira. And I don't think there is a system in place to ensure that there's diligent prosecution. I don't think that will happen in UK, even if corruption is happening there. But when somebody is found wanted, I don't think the person will receive a slap on the wrist and has to go. As we speak, the former acting chairman of EFCC, Magu, who it's believed that his removal is not unconnected to corruption. As we speak, he has been promoted. I don't think that happened in UK. As we speak, the three policemen who went on their line of legitimate duty to arrest Wadume from Taraba State, after a panel that was considered by federal government indicted the captain and 9 other soldiers. As we speak, there is no indication that the man is under trial. The soldiers and the captain, I don't think there is no indication that they are under trial. And I don't think that will happen in UK. So when Nigeria is making comparison, I think he should make it on the basis of verifiable facts, not just a blanket of statement. I'm not saying this number is not relevant, but I'm saying that the number will not yield any result without the necessary strategy and technological advantage we need to have. So for me, it is okay. Look at now as we speak, Boko Haram have left Sambisa Forest. Insurgency have left Sambisa Forest, and it took federal government more than 1 year to agree that what you have in Niger, in Kaduna, in Katsina, in Zamfara, that is terrorism. It took so much for them to agree that it is terrorism. So if they had intelligence, actionable intelligence, they would have known the time these people were having mass exodus from Sambisa Forest into the regular society. Now it's already a menace. Look at the senators, the House of Rep members rising up because they're already affected. Because they know that their life is already threatened. Because they know that sooner or later they start abducting and kidnapping them. So for me, I think Nigeria should probe further and verify his facts.
Okay. Nigeria broke, may not fund 2023 capital project. That's from Ngige.
Come again.
Nigeria is broke, may not fund 2023 projects.
You see, the issue is this. What is our major source of earning? Crude. And if you look at since this government came on board, they have budgeted more than every other government in this country. Though they borrow, according to them, to finance some aspect of the budget. But all along, what has this government done and the previous government, what have they done to diversify the economy? I think that's where the problem lies. Because the only area that is viable in Nigeria now is our gas that have sustainable tendency. Because that of crude is already, attention is being shifted away globally from fossil fuel to renewable source of energy because of global warming. So the problem is, over the years, our government has refused to diversify the economy. And the nature of the crash of the economy we are going to experience is going to be monumental. Because if crude is no longer fashionable, if it's no longer attractive, if it's no longer bringing the necessary fund that we need, how can you in one day, within a short period of time, develop other sectors that will take over from crude? It's quite unfortunate. But again, what we see on the page of newspaper and what the government officials make us to believe, I don't think that is the reality on ground. Because at the time, you would tell us that we are consuming about 70 million liters of PMS a day. And if you look at, as of 2015, the record showed that we are consuming about 30 to 35 million liters per day. So you see that it doesn't add up. So it goes to show that the government officials are not telling us the truth. Because if you look at the money that has been expended on subsidy, you understand that there is so much sharp practices involved in that subsidy regime.
Practices.
Yes. There's the issue of round tripping. There's the issue of people taking the product out of the country. And all this they do in collaboration with government paramilitary agencies. Because all the borders, you have custom, you have immigration, you have police, you have military. So how come people take away the product out of the country without being noticed and without being intercepted? So it goes back to leadership failure. Because Mr. President is the commander of the armed forces. He's the president and the commander of the armed forces. So if people are semi-border, if they allow PMS that is meant for Nigerian market go into other neighboring country, the man who have done it is answerable to a division of the police, perhaps an area commander. The area commander is answerable to commissioner of police in that state. Commissioner of police in that state is answerable to the IG. IG is answerable to the National Security Advisor. National Security Advisor submits to Mr. President. So the buck rests with him. So what I'm saying is they should check loopholes. And this is area a P2B make the difference. Because if you look at all his approach, is geared towards cutting the cost of governance. And there are so much wastages in the process of Nigerian governance. Because if there are so many areas the government will budget money, at the end of the day, the money will not be expended in the recess of it, and the government will tell you that it has been expended. The wife of Mr. President have said it that even Asuro Clinic do not have a syringe. And this is a facility that they budget billions of naira every fiscal year. And the same thing you see in all the government facility and infrastructure where they vote money. So what I'm saying in essence is they need to cut wastages and loopholes.
Okay, God will punish those linking Fulani with terrorism. That is Bodejo, the Miyetti Allah leader.
I think Gumi answered that question before now. Sheikh Gumi has said it repeatedly, consistently, that Fulani herdsmen, that by all these bandits, that there are people who their cars have been rustled. So what we are saying is, you cannot take that away. The people that attempted to assassinate Autumn, the governor of Benue State, said they are Fulani nationality movement, and nobody has refuted that position up to now. You cannot take it away. A current governor of one of the major states, of one of the states in the north, said that if you kill a Fulani man, that you are taking a loan that may be repaid, that must be repaid, no matter how long it takes. So all these things are in the public domain. So the person who is speaking cannot change the narrative. The issue is, if you want them to see the Fulani as good people, they should behave in like manner. The global terrorism that says that Fulani is the fourth most dangerous terrorist organization in the world. It's not Nigeria. It's not Nigeria that said it. So what is he saying? In 2010, Ghana as a government chased away Fulani herdsmen from their territory. All these are verifiable facts. So you cannot change the narrative. If you want the Fulani, if you want them to see the Fulani people as good people, they should behave like good people. It's not, you don't launder somebody's image just with mouth. It is over time that they end that bad reputation. If you want to change the narrative, over time they should start imbibing norms of the society. Anywhere they go to globally, they should conform themselves to the laws of the land. That is how you earn credibility, not by using math narrative to change it.
In Nigeria, talk invade Lagos Catholic Church, snatch PVC registration machine.
That is quite unfortunate. I've read it since yesterday, because violence has no place in the electoral process, and everybody that is eligible to vote, as long as you made yourself available to be registered, there's nothing stopping INEC from doing the needful by registering the person. But again, you see, we are in a funny society where people do the wrong thing and go away with it. In a state society by now, I think all those corporates would have been the police nets. Ask a question as to why they are truncating peaceful process of registering eligible voters. But I don't think anybody has been arrested. And I don't think anybody is under investigation. But in the same society, that is why people start querying and questioning the credibility of even 2023 election. Because the process of the election do not just start at the end of the day of the election. The election starts from registration. So if you systematically scale some people out of scheme of things in terms of not allowing them to register, you're already rigging the election before the election. So for me, I think the authorities should take note and get those culprits arrested and prosecuted.
Atiku and Wike, we have finally Wike opens up on Atiku, saying that the ex-vice president lied against him with his attack dogs.
I think Wike should either speak whatever I have in mind is speaking, or he hold his peace. Because you see all this thing we are hearing, it is about their personal interests. It's not about the well-being of anybody or the country. Wike was taken as, though his own rights, he have his reasons. What I'm trying to say is, beyond Wike, Atiku is a personal issue. And nobody should be dragging everybody into their controversy. Because if you give Wike vice president, for purpose will it serve to the humanity? It is for his personal aggrandizement. All the politicians you see, they are there because of their pecuniary interests. And what that interest is threatened, you see them talking. But when collectively they are smiling to the banks, you don't see them talk. So for me, if Wike want to open up, he open up. If he doesn't want to open up, he hold his peace. But as far as I'm concerned, it is just because of their pecuniary interest, not for the interest of anybody. This
was captured in Dunamis Church, Abuja, praying for Nigeria. He, Udom, and other dignitaries. Some people saying that we don't really need prayer, we need action.
I think what you cannot say you don't need prayer, but what I can understand is what he need at this point is to canvass for votes, is to sell his agenda, his manifesto, his program to the people, Nigerian people. His program in terms of how you want to better the economy, how you hope to solve the issue of insecurity, how do you hope to resolve the impasse in the oil and gas sector, how do you hope to diversify the economy, how do you hope to think along with the global trend on how to bring us out from a consuming economy to a productive economy. I think those are the engagements we'll be expecting and hope to see from all the candidates. For me, I think that is the right way to go.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's receive a call from our viewers. If you're online, click on the link so that you can be part of the program this morning. One or two persons, let's get your responses to the topic we are discussing this morning. I have Mr. Levinati. Good morning, Mr. Levinati. You have 2 minutes to contribute to the program. I can hear you.
Good morning. Good morning. I probably won't even take up to 2 minutes to say what I want to say. I have heard somebody calling this morning saying things like it's because countries are small that people are eating their lunch and all these petty, flimsy excuses. What is wrong with people? When will people start to tell the truth to themselves? Look around you. What country on this earth looks like Nigeria? What country on this earth has the problems that Nigeria have? We have tried everything in Nigeria since 1960. Election, voting, this, that, PVC. What can you show for it? Look, people are suffering. People are dying every day. I'm not even angry anymore. I don't have that emotion of anger anymore. It has gone beyond anger. Now it's just a bit of hopelessness, despair, and shame. I'm ashamed to even hear Nigeria. The flag of Nigeria makes me cry. That's why the last time I called in, I was wearing green, white, green, white, green, white, to show you that Nigeria's green, white, green is in pieces. Let people speak the truth to themselves. Please, let everybody go their way. Is it by force to be in a marriage? If your auntie marries somebody and she is abused for 62 years and she decides to seek the divorce after 62 years, are you going to say that she's made the wrong decision? Yoruba people don't want to be a part of Nigeria anymore. On and for the record, I'm telling you that. Don't rope us in with any referendum, any election, any yada yada, whatever they want to do. To hell with one Nigeria. We want our Yoruba nation. We will control our resources and nobody can do anything about that. Thank you. That's all I want to say.
One more person. Yes, that's a good one from Mr. Levinati. Thank you for calling in. Next, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Onoche, good morning.
Yeah, good morning,
Great
Mr.
man.
President. Good morning.
Great man. Good morning, Mr. Onoche.
Yeah. Mr. Levinati said exactly what is in my mind. The only thing I have to add is the military. The military is compromised. Even if you put 50 million like them, no way. No way. You get it? So there's no need to keep on budgeting billions and billions of dollars for defense, while the defense is the problem. You are giving criminals money to, to fight criminals. It's not possible. How can you call someone terrorist and he is now repented? You put him into the army again to come and do what? One time, Nnamdi Kanu showed us one video long time ago. Where Southern officers are doing meeting there in northeast, right? A brigadier came in to speak with them. They didn't know it's Boko Haram. You see, and all these officers were killed from the south. These things people don't know, right? So, and when they go to the battlefield there, before they go, the compromised one will tell the guys, look, we are coming. And they will ambush these guys and kill all of them. We'll be begging them to come out, come to ESN, we'll pay you double what you get in the army, Nigerian army. They refuse. That is our Southern brothers that are there, wasting their lives for useless Nigeria. You see, the army is compromised. The next thing now you hear is there will be a coup. When they get the numbers, they will stage a coup and take over Nigeria. And we'll all be in one chance, like what do you call it? Like as the Taliban did in Afghanistan, right? The army is compromised. The terrorists in Nigeria, the soldiers and the police and the air force, they are the main terrorists in Nigeria, not those riffraffs. Whenever they are caught, you ask them, how much are you giving for doing this? They will say 10,000. Then the 100 million they collected went where? Which means someone sent them. Those we see, in tell you that they're the worm. When the fisherman is fishing, the worm and the hook are the small ones they present. The main ones are behind. The Northerners are lazy parasites looting the money from the south to enrich themselves. Okay? The Boko Haram, ISWAP, and Saru is just a scam to drain the economy of the south. Right? That's my take. The soldier is corrupt. The best is share Nigeria or sell Nigeria. One Nigeria is not by force. God bless you, Christian.
Analysis this morning. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Anoche said that we should sell Nigeria. Okay, we heard you, Mr. Anoche. I have Mr. Chigozie. Good morning, Mazi Chigozie. Mazi Anoche says that we should sell Nigeria.
Okay, will it be available to buy it?
If it's not for sale, they can be buyers.
Nigeria should be disposed. I think as a Nigerian, you are. So if you decide to sell Nigeria, I think to the highest bidder. Already it's been mortgaged or what is left to be sold? It's only you now, or they may harness your kidney the next time.
Why are you using me as an example?
No, you are the nearest person to me, so, and you are a Nigerian. So I'm not attacking you personally, but you represent Nigeria, and so when I'm telling you as a Nigerian and the popularity of Nigerians. So you shouldn't see it as a personal attack. So you represent Nigeria. Go and tell your people that what is left, as rightly said by the Minister of Labour. He said in the 2023, the Nigerian, your country will not be able to embark on capital projects. You see, because they have gone moribund. That is a clear statement. And you do agree with him. So if they have gone moribund and there is no other thing to fall back on, probably they may release Abakiari for organ harvesting. Or the terrorists, they may empower them to begin the harvesting of Nigerian organs so that they can have money to pay the president and the senators and the House of Representatives. Because they must work, of course, and their salary must be paid. And if a country, a sovereign country, could make such public accession, submission, what does that simply suggest? Or confirms? Of course, it confirms that Nigeria is dead. If Nigeria cannot, their annual budget cannot capture capital projects, then what is left of that country? So if Mr. Anoche will be ready to buy what is left, well, I think the only resources left now that even the land has been desecrated because the innocent blood that is wasted on this ground have reduced productivity. That is the truth. So nothing is left unless you want to carry upon you the causes, of course, upon this country that have been rained upon this country who lost their loved ones. As you can see, over 3 mothers have died from the outcome of that 14 young men that were killed. So, and we continue to pray for Nigeria, you know. And it's very unfortunate, and probably their prayers are working because, unfortunately, the Northerners. Now, what did I do you? Man? Let him.
Okay, let's continue.
I think you have to apologize to me for this
inconvenience. Okay, I'm sorry for the break in transmission.
Not just okay, break in transmission. Yes, this is Nigeria, and we are conversant with the break in transmission.
May soon consume Nigeria. That is the Sultan.
Sorry?
Insecurity may soon consume Nigeria.
Who said it?
The Sultan of Sokoto.
Is that not a hate speech? With due respect, Sultan of Sokoto, in case you don't know, is the supreme leader of the Islamic movement in Nigeria, and one of the notable, of course, emirates or His Royal Highness, traditional ruler in Nigeria. Couldn't you consider that to be a hate speech? If that should come from the mayor, it means it's 50-50. And well, I think if that is a prayer or his wish for Nigeria, I only say he say to that verdict. If that is a verdict, or perhaps he is not yet conversant with the realities, and that's why the choice of the word may. But I think you have to remove that word may and put insecurity shall soon consume Nigeria. I think that is maybe that is just an error from those people who reported this. I think what he meant is that insecurity shall soon consume Nigeria, because he have seen that, of course, Sokoto is not safe, Zamfara is not safe, Bauchi is not safe, Kaduna is already a hellfire, and Jigawa, Katsina is not safe. So what he meant is that insecurity shall consume Nigeria very soon.
That's your perspective.
That is the clear, of course, analysis of what he meant. And based on current realities, I think I do agree with him on that basis, because unfortunately, but they are just crying out too late. I listened to the BBC Hausa interview or section. I heard and overheard several residents of the northern extraction lamenting bitterly, what have befallen them. The Hausa communities are not happy. They are being taken to the slaughter, killed at will. One person said that their mothers, their children are being killed, raped, molested. And even, unfortunately, the military is adding this level of atrocity in the north. I slightly reviewed by the former First Lady of Bauchi State. He said that based on their investigation, that she was part of those team that investigated the activities of Boko Haram. They now discovered that the military's personnel are the ones that hijacked it, and they now turned it to multi-billion venture. So it is not about the strength of the military, as rightly claimed by Tunaj. I thought it's too big to make such a childish submission, that the military needs more, that the strength of the military correlates with the economic strength. Who told you that? You see, that is an act of irresponsibility coming from him. I think he should grow up. Over 2 years ago, in a single day, Nigerian military buried close to 1,000 combatant soldiers in Maiduguri. In Maiduguri cemetery, under 1 day. So you know what? In their village, are there up to 1,000 men in his whole community? So for you to have lost 1,000 combatants, men, military men, 1,000, it means that you have wiped the entire over 5 communities. So it is not about the numerical strength. It is about the commitment to their own nationality, to their patriotism. They are not driven by patriotism. That's why a military man can involve in his or herself in adoption, in kidnapping, and will be paid for it. You see, there is high level of compromise, high level of betrayal on the side government. That's why over 7 years ago or 8 years ago, Jonathan made submission that the Boko Haram are within his cabinet. And unfortunately, after Jonathan left, he left the Oval Office for the Boko Haram to take over. Now, it is not a matter of Boko Haram are in the midst of his cabinet. Boko Haram are the one in the cabinet. You see? And they are the one, the same people in charge of the Nigerian space. There are the same people in charge of a navy. There are some people in charge of custom. The same people in charge of immigration. The same people in charge of the airspace and the land borders. Why is it that it becomes almost impossible for them to nip this crisis at the board? The same people, the same Hausa, as rightly submitted, the military headquarters have been relocated to Sambisa Forest to aid the activities of Boko Haram. To aid that is why we are there relocated. That is the first place. When you give somebody 10,000 naira to go and buy a bag of rice for you, under this current dispensation, what are you telling the person? You're telling the person to go and commit suicide. Because you know, even 30,000 cannot purchase a bag of rice. So, if you are telling me that you located military headquarters to Maiduguri, Sambisa Forest, and they are there eating and drinking, aiding and abetting this crime, Boko Haram now becomes give birth to bandits, give birth to unknown gunmen in the north. So what is the essence of military? You better relocate them to Imo State so that you continue the killing, the massive killing of the youths. I think that is what they are good at. But it comes to fighting terrorism, there is no clear commitment to that effect. That is why Nigeria is what it is today. So the northern people, I felt so, I empathize with them. It's unfortunate. I understood that they are passing through a very horrible situation. That, in fact, well, let me not say it is only God that will help them. I think they should rise up and begin to defend themselves. Because God have done what he ought to do for Nigerians. And if Nigeria refuses to take action and begin to fight Chigozie, then may terrorists take over your land. May you become a slave to the Boko Harams. Okay. Unfortunately.
Thugs invade Lagos Catholic Church. It's not PVC registration machine.
Yeah, I wasn't there to ascertain what happens. But there are eyewitnesses to this effect. So if you want to understand what really transpired there, listen to News Inquest TV and make sure you do subscribe when you get there. That is where you can get the authentic information regarding this particular issue. But what I have to make, submission I have to make now is that this is breeding, of course, the so much desired and expected. It may not be desired, but anticipated anyway. Calamity or catastrophe that is already buying time to happen. If Lagos State can frustrate the supposed citizens of Nigeria from participating in the electioneering process, then what moral justification do they have to stop me if I declare support for the restoration of Biafran State? Your own supposed citizens have been denied the right to participate in their civic responsibilities by sponsoring up talks to dissolve and cut away with the registration machines. People who want to identify with one Nigeria, they're being molested and harassed. Disenfranchised. Then you can see now that I have the moral justification to support the restoration of the Biafran State. And that you cannot take away from me.
Okay.
For this reason, my father gave his life. He told me the force to defend the remnants of which I'm part of. So it will be a misnomer when we are here finishing the fight. Okay. We are not fighting to finish, but we are fighting to defend our people. We are fighting to defend our cultural heritage. That you can't take away from me.
Okay, thank you very much, Master Chigozie. By what he said, he meant his father fought the Biafran War. Let's get one of our viewers responding to the issues we are discussing this morning. Who is online? When you come online, you have 2 minutes to respond to any of the topical issues. We are talking about how thugs invaded Lagos Catholic Church, snatched PVC registration machine. Have to Nigeria once again. To Nigeria once again. To Nigeria once again.
Hello. Yes, I think that a lot of people have been disputing some of the things I've said.
Let's get your view.
Yeah, they are disputing some of the things I've said when it's a basic fact. I'm looking at the top 10 countries of the world right now. They are Vietnam, North Korea, India, China, Russia, United States, Brazil, Taiwan, Pakistan. These are the leading countries in the world that when it comes to power. It's military strength that correlates to what you can do. Look at all the sanctions they put on Russia. Did you see it affect Russia? No, it doesn't. But yet, when anything happens in Nigeria, our dollar goes crazy and we start panicking. Why? Because we are a weak nation. And Brazil is there. Brazil is exactly the same size as Nigeria in terms of population. But what is the difference? Brazil has 4 million soldiers, while Nigeria has 200 and something thousand. That's 20 times more. And Brazil has similar kind of economy. They have corruption. They have all kinds of crazy stuff going there, killings and all the rest. But why do you think they are still standing? We have to understand the key difference. countries are a lot more diverse than us, they are still together. Somalia doesn't have any diversity. They have pure Muslim population, the same language, the same history, and they fought one of the longest war in Africa. How can we not be able to tell the difference? People talk about Biafra, talk about Oduduwa, they don't talk about the consequences. They don't talk about what it's going to do to the entire black race. They talk about wanting to control their resources when no black man controls anything. This is madness. How can we not grow up out of this? We don't control anything because we are weak. We need to fix that if we want to fix anything in this world. Thank you.
Yes, do you have any other caller this morning? Like one more person. Okay, who is on the line? Moses Fadikpe, good morning. You're live on Flip TV. Buying sellers at the newsstands. You have 2 minutes to respond to the topical issues we have this morning.
Yes, it's very nice to join people this morning. I'm very happy. On insecurity in the country is too much, and we cannot. Can you hear me? Yes, security in the country is too much because yes, because people have been saying the expert in security have been talking about the insecurity that is coming ahead of us, and this 2022, and we have been seeing, and we have been confirmed that the insecurity in Nigeria is totally overwhelmed. Because now there's nothing we can do than every region to go on its own. Yoruba should go, Igbo should go, and Arewa people should go. So we can be able to contain ourselves. We can be able to know ourselves. We can be able to believe in our culture and our heritage. Because somebody cannot be in a central power in Abuja and be controlled in security in a different region. It's totally big because we don't have the structure. We like the structure. The structure is the problem. So we need to do something about it. It's better for every region to go before the insecurity contains us in the south. So that's my contribution.
Your contribution to the program. God bless you as you contribute to the program. One more person. Who's online? You have 2 minutes. Okay. We don't have any other person speaking this morning. A well deserved program this morning. Thank you to Nigeria, as many that have spoken. Fadikpe, thank you. Mr. Levinati, thank you. Mr. Onachi, thank you for contributing to the program this morning. Thanks for your support. We know that this program is also living by your support. Yes, your support. Click on the like button, contribute to the program. It's going to go a long way. Till Monday, as we get ready for another exciting edition of the program by Standards at the newsstands. I am Christian Chuku. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.